Your Family Story, The Essential Questions. Written by Elizabeth Keating, Ph.D. Read by Nan McNamara.
Chapter 9. Questions on the Body and Adornment, and Expression of How You See Yourself and Others. No matter how you and your family members view clothing, whether you find it a chore or a pleasure, people the world over use the human body as a canvas for the creative play of ideas. And those canvases are heavily critiqued, disparaged, or admired according to the location and decade. What people wear and how they look is used to judge not only their fashion sense, but other aspects of their person, such as morality, gender, social class, identity, creativity, and desirability. Opening question. How many styles of dress and attitudes toward the body changed since you were a child? Follow-up questions. Tell me about the clothes you wore when you were a child. Tell me about the clothes you wore as a teenager. Where did your parents buy your clothes? What did you wear to school? Describe an outfit or item of clothing that you really loved. How did you wear your hair or have your hair cut when you were younger? What did your parents criticize you for in terms of how you presented yourself to the world? Did you have any battles with your parents about clothes, hairstyle, or the body? And if so, what did they object to? How have taboos in clothing changed over the course of your life? How have taboos concerning the body changed over the course of your life? If your parents or peers had an idea of what the perfect body type was, can you describe that? What did you teach your children about how people judged them for the way they looked? Anthropologist Hilda Cooper described clothing as visible cultural elements. Whether dresses, breeches, veils, saris, kimonos, kabayas, hanboks, shukas, kilts, or agbadas, clothes convey meaning. From the moment a person is born, clothing is important. When anthropologist Justine Cordwell studied Yoruba culture, the people laughingly told her that dress was so important that they felt they must have been born clothed. Designer Kate Spade also described people's fascination with clothes when she said, "Playing dress-up begins at age 5 and never truly ends." Even Charles Darwin believed people have an innate delight in and sensitivity for ornamentation. Dress, like all art, is supported by regimes and institutions. Just how each of us, as artists of our body, manages within these regimes and institutions is one of the most interesting aspects of anthropology, indicating how culture limits individuality, as well as how people embrace or reject dictates of class and society. Clothing is very stable in some places and highly changeable in others, although anthropologist Edward Sapir described modern fashion as merely tradition in the guise of departure from tradition. Anthropologist Alfred Kroeber disagreed, saying that changes in clothing could be used as a barometer of social and political upheavals. He compared the waist size and décolletage depth of evening gowns to show this. A glance around the globe today reveals how far many elements of fashion have traveled and remain remixed. What we wear signals our group memberships, and our parents sometimes react to these signals and want to influence them. As one grandparent told me, "I remember going and buying a vest, sleeveless top. It was burgundy, and I put it on with a pair of jeans. And when I came down the stairs, my mother said, 'You're not going out in that.' She just didn't like the look of that on me." Another person I interviewed described a similar parental concern. "When you walk with me," her mother said, "wear something proper." These proper clothes were so boring. They were like another type of uniform, white trousers or skirt and a light-colored blouse, and of course, you had to tuck the shirt in. I just wanted to wear something that my friends would wear. The questions in this chapter are meant to elicit fascinating details about styles and dressing up, and how ideas about the body are so, well, revealing. You'll find from interviewing your older family members that attitudes toward
Sample complete. Ready to continue?